Talk to me. WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Las Vegas is Talking with your host, the voice of Southern Nevada, John Donovan.
You know, one of the wonderful things about being a radio station here in Southern Nevada is the ability to reach out and connect the 2 million people that live here. And we also have a wonderful opportunity to support some great nonprofit organizations. And one of those that we're really proud to sponsor is the Japan America Society of Nevada that's based here in Las Vegas. And I attended one of their monthly meetings. In fact, it was last month. And I was just really pleased that they had two representatives of the Nevada Contractors Board, Rania Botros and Gordon LaPointe, who made a presentation about contractors licensing. And I found it so informative that I thought everybody out there should know about it. So I'm really pleased today to have Art Nadler with us, Public Information Officer with the Nevada State Contractors License Board. Art, welcome to Las Vegas is Talking.
Well, thank you very much.
I don't know if you had an opportunity to hear the last 30 seconds of the last guest that was on our show, but it was Bruce Abbott of Abbott Plumbing here in Las Vegas, and he had no idea you were coming on, and he basically said, wait, before I get off, I've got to tell everybody you need a licensed contractor.
Right.
So it was a perfect segue for me.
Right. Well, Abbott's been around for a long time, and he is a licensed contractor, so that's
50 years, Art.
That's right.
Isn't that amazing?
That's great.
Wow. Hey, well, listen, why don't we start this off by tell us a little about the role of Nevada State Contractors Board. What do you do? What's it all about?
Well, the Nevada State Contractors Board, we license all the contractors throughout the state. They have to be licensed with us, and we have offices in Henderson, Nevada, and also up in Reno. So besides licensing contractors, we also try to promote public confidence and trust, and we work with the public a lot.
Okay. And what is the issue with licensed contractors as opposed to unlicensed contractor? Is that where we should start this, or how does somebody become licensed? I'll let you take the lead on this if you could.
Right. Well, we recommend that everybody use licensed contractors. It's against the law to be unlicensed in the state of Nevada. First offense is a misdemeanor. Second is a gross misdemeanor. And third is a Class E felony. And we actively go after unlicensed contractors. We actually set up sting houses. And what we do is a lot of these guys, they advertise in newspapers, Craigslist. They'll stick their business cards on different billboards, like a nurseries, whatever. And so we call them and we invite them to come out to our house. And we pose as homeowners. And, of course, we know they're unlicensed. And we may be ask them to do some painting, landscaping, some type of woodwork. And then once they give us a bid, we ask them whether they're licensed, and they're not. We give them a citation, and they have to go to court. So that's one part where we actively go after unlicensed contractors. Now, with licensed contractors, they all have to be licensed with us. And the way you know that is each of them has a 5-digit number that has to be on everything they have. It has to be on their business cards, has to be on the vehicle they drive, has to be on their stationery, their bid, everything.
You know, I've noticed that, but let me play devil's advocate for a second. You know, I mean, times are tough, Art. You know, money's really hard to come by, and you know, some guy knocks on my front door and says, "Hey, listen, I'm just doing some awnings, some porches down the road. I got a little bit of material left. I can come in here and do this." What's the harm? I mean, what can, you know?
well, usually those are red flags that they are unlicensed. Usually licensed contractors don't come to your door and knock on your door. Licensed contractors may leave a flyer on your door, but it'll have their business license number on. And that's a typical red flag. I'm in the neighborhood. I have these supplies. Here's the danger of this. If you use an unlicensed contractor, usually their work is very shoddy. You pay them, they're gone. If you have a problem, what are you going to do? You can't find them. Also, if they get hurt on your property, they don't have workman's compensation, so you could be liable.
There's a big one.
Right.
Man, so if somebody comes in here and they're doing some work in my property and they're not licensed, I bite the bullet on that one if something happens, huh?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, I mean, some of those guys are good, I mean, I'll be honest with you, but there's a tremendous danger. By using a licensed contractor, the board can get more involved to help you if there are problems down the road. With unlicensed guys, like I said, we try to find them, we give them a citation, and then they have to go to court, and it's up to the judge at that point.
Got it. How many people are in your division up there, or in statewide? Well,
we have, like I said, we have an office here in Henderson and also up in northern Nevada, and there's probably altogether with people to work in the front and office and everything and all that. There's probably around, I would say, roughly around 50, 60, maybe a little bit more.
All right. So tell me, take the temperature for me of the problem relating to unlicensed contractors. Has it gone up or down since the problems we're having with the economy? I assume when it was booming, you probably had more issues than you do now.
Well, any place where you have a lot of growth, you're going to attract unlicensed contractors, and also when there's some sort of a tragedy, like if there's a flood or if there's a fire, I mean, they come out of the woodwork and they go to these areas and they target people. It's still pretty steady. I mean, the economy has affected it, but actually you have more people now who are unlicensed looking for work, so homeowners have to be more cautious now, too.
Interesting. So when do we need a licensed contractor, and are there any exceptions to when we don't?
Well, the last legislature, not this legislature, the last one, passed what's commonly referred to as a handyman law. And what that says is that if the work is under $1,000, if it's under $1,000, if it does not include electrical, plumbing, heating, or air conditioning, those three areas, if it does not require a permit by either the city or county from where you're at, then an unlicensed contractor can do that. Now, in the past, we could get involved if there was a problem. So if it falls in that category, if it's under $1,000, and if you do have a problem, we can no longer go in and try to help you out. We can't cite them for being unlicensed, and we actually can't do anything for you.
Maybe we could spend a second on that, because I think there's some pluses and minuses. On the plus side, we have one of those handymen that works out of our area here. The gentleman is fantastic,
right.
Whole world type. I mean, his van art has got,
right.
I mean, you can't imagine the tools and how they're organized.
Right.
And I've used him for things like, helping us even drain the water heater and
right.
things like that. And, these are small projects that are maybe
sure.
$50 to $100 or something.
Right.
But yet I was reading on the Internet, doing a little research for this segment, that there are some people that are concerned about this act, because some of these people are doing a lot bigger jobs than just $1,000. One of them was one of these faux finishers, that up in Reno,
right.
That I was talking to, Mark and Leslie Sexton, owners of Renderings, and they say they're having a tough time.
Well, like I said, there is that $1,000 threshold, and so you really have to be cautious. Probably the reason why the legislature passed this, and other states have it too, is because for small jobs. And the whole idea was that these handyman can do these things. And there's nothing wrong with using a handyman. Like say that you're going to move or switch out a faucet in a sink or something like that. That's no big deal.
Right.
But once you get into actually doing the plumbing, moving things, then you have to be licensed. So for small jobs like that, like if you're going to do lawn service where you're trimming bushes or stuff,
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to go in and do landscaping, then you definitely have to have a contractor's license for that.
Yeah.
So for small jobs, it's okay.
Are you finding people taking advantage of that, unlicensed contractors trying to act like they're, doing this for under $1,000, but they're actually doing $5,000, $10,000 jobs? Or?
Well, what homeowners have, I mean, they may come back and try to do several jobs that add up, to quite a bit of money, and they can't do that. I mean, it's a one job, it's under $1,000, and it has to meet this other criteria.